Well, hello, Rain Nation. Byron Belka here, and I am excited to be able to be on this training with everybody today. We have got a special treat, and one of the things that I love in just the space that we're in is the ability to have everybody collaborate, have everybody learn from one another, and develop personally. And there's nobody better to learn from than people who have done it. And so, one of the things that I love about our special guest today, who you're going to have a chance to meet and learn from, and I'm sure you're going to love what he has to share, is the fact that he's a doer. He's done it. There's so many people out there that say they're a coach, that say that they're a trainer, that are trying to promote stuff that they've never done. And I've got a lot of respect for Coach Fryer and what he's been able to accomplish. And he knows what it's like to be in our shoes. He's had experience. I'm not going to take away his thunder as he can share his history with everybody and what he's learned. But now more than ever, it's important, with all the noise in the marketplace, with all the noise online, for you to be able to find your tribe, for you to be able to brand yourself. And as more and more people are doing things online, I thought, you know what? There's nobody better to learn from than somebody who's coached on that, done that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Coach Fryer. Brian, thanks so much for joining us today.
Byron, and the crowd goes wild. You can hear him in the background.
That's what you're used to. That's what you're used to, man.
Love it. I'm looking at all the folks in the Facebook group right now here as well. I want to say hello to all of you guys as well. Byron, first of all, let me just say thank you, man. I appreciate the opportunity to come hang out with the Rain family today. I appreciate your trust in me to come deliver some training. It really means a lot to me. I'm grateful to be here. And for all you Rain partners, I'm absolutely fired up, right, to dig into some wisdom around personal branding online so that we can help all of you take your businesses up, 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 up. So super grateful for the opportunity, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, it's great. And I know, once again, when we say the crowd goes wild, I mean, that's something that, I know that you're a professional. You've been a professional baseball player in your past. You know how to approach things professionally. And, it's so important that we do that ourselves in our businesses, in our own personal lives, in our branding, and treat it like a business and be professional and take things serious. So if you have something to write with or write on, folks, make sure that you have it in front of you. You're going to get a lot of great nuggets of information. I had a chance to learn from Coach Fryer myself a couple of weeks back, and I was super impressed with his experience. And when you can tell somebody has done it, you can tell that Coach Fryer has done it. And so have your pens handy, or however you're going to take notes. And if you do have any comments or questions, we are going to answer some questions at the end. But man, I don't want to steal any more time. I want to turn it back over to you, Coach Fryer, and tell us a little bit about you, your history, and then what you want to share with us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Again, Byron, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm grateful to be here to bless the Rain family with some great training. Byron, kind of give you guys an overview. I plan on doing about a 25, maybe 30-minute training or so. I'll start with my story here in just a moment, and then I'd love to leave a little bit of time at the end to do a live Q&A. I think that would be really, really cool, whether it be questions about what it is I share and teach on today, or stuff completely different, whatever that looks like. So I would encourage you, if you do have questions throughout this training, feel free to write them down in your notes. And then at the very end, we're going to circle back around, and I'm going to rapid fire answer as many questions as I possibly can. If by chance you guys do see me looking down at all during this training, I've got it streaming live right here on my phone for all those in the Facebook group, so I can literally see everybody who's tuning in. I can see all your comments. I can see Ruth and Meralda and Mike and Bridget and Devin and Kareen and Wendy and so many others. And so we'll actually take the Q&A from the live comment section here. So if you see me glancing down, you know exactly what I'm looking at. But again, so grateful for the opportunity. Let me give you my quick 2-minute story. Does that work, V? We'll start with my quick 2-minute story. I was born and raised in Southern California. Where's all my SoCal peeps at? I don't know about you guys. I grew up right by the beach, beautiful Ventura, California. I had this lifelong dream of playing professional baseball. Back in 2004, I was fortunate enough to get drafted by the San Diego Padres. And I was just super, super grateful. It was like a lifelong dream. I had an 8-year professional baseball career, which I'm so grateful for. But I always share that two really cool things happened during my baseball career. Number one, I was introduced to my now wife, my beautiful wife, Danny. Her and I, we've got four amazing kiddos, three girls and a boy. My girls are 12, 7, and 2, and my boy is 5. Just absolutely blessed to be a dad, to be a husband. And we now reside in Fort Wayne, Indiana, completely across the country. This is where my wife's family is from. And so we moved out here about 3 years ago. So that was the first really cool thing that happened to me during my baseball career. I met my now wife. The second really cool thing that happened during my career was I was actually introduced to the network marketing profession halfway through my baseball career. During one of the off seasons, I was, I'm a big workout junkie. Byron and I actually have a little bit of history. We were just both attending a mastermind about a month ago out in beautiful Las Vegas, out at Pirates Cove, and just about every morning, me and Byron were the only ones in there. We were in there working out, and so we had that in common and immediately hit it off. But so I was working out one off season. Unfortunately, was lifting too much weights, and I threw out my back. All right. I had a friend of a friend say, "Hey, I know you've been hurting. You've spent thousands of dollars on chiropractors now, massages, acupuncture. You've done everything in the books to try to help your back out. Nothing's really helping. You might want to contact my friend over here. They've got this product that might help you out." Long story short, this person shared this big bottle of juice with me. After 2 weeks, my back felt like $1 million. I was back in the gym and preparing for my next baseball season. Do I have any baseball fans here? I'm just curious. Drop me a baseball emoji down in the comment section below. That would be super cool. So all that to say, I was fired up. Shortly after that, I learned that there was a business opportunity attached to it. I knew my baseball career wouldn't last forever. And I started looking at other ways to maybe provide for my family moving forward. Our network marketing journey looks like this. The first 4 years we dove into the network marketing profession, we made $0 in profit. Why do I share that? Because there might be some of you who maybe you've just gotten started in network marketing and you're trying to find your way, haven't really made money yet. That's all good, right? Maybe you've been around a few months, a few years, still trying to figure this thing out. Maybe you've tested out a few companies and now you've landed on your home. And can I just say how blessed you guys are, from the corporate staff here at Rain to the leadership in the corporate office, to the products, to the leadership in the field. By gosh, how lucky are you guys? I'm over here sitting right here, like on a scale of 1 to 10, you guys are like at a 12 right now, and how blessed you guys are, right? Can I get an amen in the comment section below, right? Love it, love it, love it. You guys are super, super just primed in position to do some crazy, awesome things. And I'm really excited for you guys. But all that to say, 4 years, I didn't make any money. Why is that important? Because I kept going. I knew that this profession worked. I had some friends and colleagues who had success in the profession. And just because I didn't mean that it doesn't work. Does that make sense? So I kept going. Unfortunately, after 4 years, that company went away, and I spent the next 2 years dabbling in a couple of tech opportunities and found myself digging into social media, really learning the ins and outs of how to build a business like this online. So if you're following my journey, we're about 6 years into my career, right, in network marketing, still hadn't made any real money. New opportunity launches. I joined. Within the first 6 months, we're the number 4 earners in the entire company. When we were with that company for the next 3 years. We got to all the cool things of leadership and income and bonuses and trips and all that cool stuff, right? That was all cool. But for us, it was about the lives that we were impacting, serving through our products, serving through our business opportunity. And it was just an amazing, amazing time. Okay. The coolest part about that is that we built that business 100% online. Now, one thing I want to share before I dig in is I'm not here to say that online is better than offline. I'm actually a big believer in high tech plus high touch. I feel that the online side should only fuel the fire of maybe what you're doing offline, right? This should not replace what you're doing offline. It should be done congruently together. I'm a huge, huge fan of that. I always like to throw in that quick disclaimer. But again, the tail end of our story, unfortunately, after 3 years, that company went away. But because I built my own name and my personal brand, those 3 years, even though the door is shut, okay, it opened the door for what was next for Coach Fryer. It was at that moment I was getting messages, phone calls, emails from leaders all around the world, all different companies saying, Brian, can you teach me what you just did? More importantly, can you help my team? And it was at that moment 5.5 years ago now that I transitioned into the generic space of coaching and mentoring. And so for those who are curious, no, I'm not involved in any company. I'm 100% generic. No skin in the game here other than just wanted to help serve you guys and take your business to the next level, better understand social media. Now, was that helpful? Just say yes in the comments down below. Is that helpful to kind of get a little bit of my backstory? So that leads us into the training that we're going to talk about here today. And the title is How to Build a Personal Brand Online in 2020 and Beyond. All of you RAIN partners I'm just so excited to dig into this with you. So I've got a couple of quick questions before I dig into the training. I'm going to share with you 3 simple steps to build your personal brand online. But I've got 2 questions for you, and I'd love your feedback over in the Facebook comments section in the video, right? Question number 1, would you rather blend in online with all the other RAIN partners, all the other network marketers out there in the world online? Would you rather blend in, or would you rather stand out? I know there's a little delay, so I'm going to pause here for just a moment. Would you rather blend in with everybody else who's building a network marketing business online nowadays? Would you rather blend in with everybody else, or would you rather stand out? You see, in my own humble opinion, from the outside looking in, so many today are just in this sea of everyone blending in. Everyone's, trying to pitch their products and sell their products and get people to join their opportunity in their business via their posts and videos on social. And it's just a bunch of mute chaos, right? Everybody's doing the same thing. Nobody's standing out. And this is, in my own humble opinion, this is an opportunity for each of you, right? But it starts with a decision. So I'm looking here in the comments below. I'm so grateful to see all of these comments. Kareen, Ayula, Myra, Lori, Heidi, Wendy, Byron, Yatunde, Brigham, Astrid, James, Hiram, Lola. Everybody says unanimously that they want to stand out. And I love, love, love that. Second question is, how are you going to stand out online today with all of the noise? With all of the noise, not just in our amazing profession, right? But I'm just talking about in the world even, right? How are you going to stand out online today with just all that's going on? And here's what I mean by that, right? When I say all that's going on, like the average person logs on to Facebook today, right? And there's just so much going on that we easily can get caught up in the scroll. Check out this video, look at this article, go to this Facebook group, check out that person's post. Like, you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, it's been an hour. Anybody else ever done this before? You just log on, you're like, oh, I'm just going to check Facebook for just a quick 5 minutes real quick. And next thing you know, you look up, you're like, oh my gosh, it's been an hour. What have I done? What am I doing? Right? Okay. Very, very easy to get lost in all the noise. Okay. Write this down in your notes. The only way to recession-proof your income online is to build a personal brand. Your name is your brand. Everywhere you go, there you are. Again, I'm going to say this again. The only way to recession-proof your income online is to build a personal brand. Give me an amen in the comments if you agree with that. I want to dig into the training, 3 steps to build your personal brand online. Let's dig into step number 1. This is an exercise I actually shared at this mastermind that we were at. And this is something that I've done for years and years and years with a lot of our clients, and just really help them fine tune who they are, why they do what they do, and so on. Now, some of you might be saying, well, Coach Fryer, I'm brand new. Does this apply to me? Yes, it does. Well, Coach Fryer, I've been struggling with this whole online stuff for the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, trying to figure it out. Does this apply to me? Yes, it does. Coach Fryer, I'm earning $5,000 a month already in my business. Does this apply to me? It does. Coach Fryer, I'm already earning 6, 7, 8 figures a year. Does this apply to me? Yes, it does. Did you guys catch all that? It doesn't matter where you fall on the spectrum. What I'm about to share with you, this simple exercise, is going to clarify so much for you. Okay. So step number one, we're going to help you clarify and define what I call the 5 pillars of your brand. Now, I'm going to teach you how to do this exercise, but I don't want you to do it right now while we're live. If you're catching the replay after I share this exercise, maybe you can pause this video, take 10 minutes and do the exercise. For those of you who are on here live, just jot this in your notes, okay? And do this immediately following this video. So there's 3 simple steps to the 5 pillars exercise. Step number 1, okay, is I want you on a blank piece of paper to brain dump 25 to 30 small, words, small phrases that tell me about you, who you are, what you value, what are some of your interests, your hobbies, your passions. I want to know everything about you. Like if I just met you for the first time at an event, right? Okay. And you handed me this piece of paper and I saw these 25 words or small phrases, I would know everything about you, what type of person you are, what you believe in, some of your hobbies, your passions, your interests, all of those things. I want to know all things about you. Second step to this exercise. You're going to look at those 25 to 30 small words or phrases, right? Now you've got them all on a piece of paper. And now you're going to circle the top 5, the 5 that just absolutely jump off the paper. They're just jumping off the paper at you. You're looking at your list and you're just like, oh my gosh, that is me to a T. Like if there was a couple things that define me and who I am, that's it right there. Right? That's what type of things we're looking at. So you've got step 1, brain dump, 25 to 30 words, small phrases. Step 2, you're going to circle what you feel are the top 5. Now you're going to flip that paper over. Step 3, you're going to take those 5 that you circled, and now you're going to list them in order of importance. Pillar number 1 is most important. Pillar number 2, next most important. Pillar number 3, next most important. Does this make sense? Simple exercise, 3 simple steps. Yes, yes, yes. You guys are blowing up the chat, by the way. I'm loving this. I love your guys' feedback and energy. You guys are awesome, 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 okay? So after you do this simple exercise, take you all of 10 minutes, you are going to have what I call the 5 pillars of your brand. Everything you do online from that point forward should encompass and align with these 5 pillars. If it does not align, if you're like, well, I'm going to go, there's some controversial stuff over here, I'm going to go make a post about that. If it does not align with your 5 pillars, I suggest staying away from it. Now, quick thought on that. People are always like, well, stay away from controversy and controversial things and blah, 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 blah. Listen, we've helped so many folks over all these years. The majority of folks, typically tend to shy away from controversial things. But on the flip side, we've had lots of folks who are like, you know what, that's my game. That's part of who I am. I talk about the topics that people don't want to talk about, right? And they've built fantastic brands around this. So it doesn't matter where you're at. Each and every one of you are unique and authentic. You have to own that, right? Okay. Makes sense? Sarah says, great advice, right? Okay. So I want to share just real quick my 5 pillars to maybe kind of give you guys just a little bit of an example. Okay. Would that be cool? So just real quick, my 5 pillars. Pillar number 1 for me is faith. Okay. I'm a faith-driven guy, but I'm not the type that's like out there preaching religion and all this stuff. Like I just find ways to incorporate my faith into all I do. Right. Okay. And I want to give you guys a little bonus tip, if I may. Would that be cool? Just say bonus in the comments if that would be cool. Okay. Okay. Everybody says bonus, bonus, bonus. So I want you to think about this for a moment. So you might say, well, Coach Pryor, okay, your faith, how do you incorporate that into making posts, into your content, into your videos? How does faith help you to crush it online, right? Well, by me expressing my faith in a certain way, this allows my audience to see that I'm a faith-driven guy, right? So here's a couple of examples. Once per week, you'll see me post a scripture from the Bible, right? Once per week, you'll see me maybe post or share maybe a faith-driven quote, something simple, right? Okay. Also, you'll also see me do 3 or 4 live videos per week. And at the end of every single live video I do, I've been doing it. I've done over 2,000 live videos now, right? Since its inception. but it just started naturally. At the end of every single video I do, I say something along the lines of, God bless you, your family, and your business. We'll see you on the next video. Or God bless you. We'll see you on the next video. Something simple like that, right? If you heard me say that, what could you immediately assume about Coach Fryer? Again, this isn't about whether you're a believer or not. That's not what this is about. But this is a way for me to stand out in the marketplace. I'm just being myself. Faith is a big part of what I do. So I incorporate it into all I do. Now it gets better. The magical part of this, I want you to think about this for a moment. So Coach Fryer does this 5 pillars exercise. Faith is one of his pillars. Next step, he creates content around that pillar. Step number 3 now, right? Okay. Who do you think I typically attract to me? You guessed it. Now, do they have to be believers or people of faith or anything like that? No, not whatsoever. But typically, I attract those types of folks because that's what I'm putting out into the marketplace. You can say the same thing with maybe there's people online that you're connected to right now, and they post a lot of negative stuff. They're always, posting negativity and this and that and woe is me, right? Well, what type of people do you think they're attracting back to them? It's very, very simple, no matter how you look at it, right? Okay. So that's one simple example. That's my first pillar. Second pillar for me is family. Family is very important. I'm a son. I'm a dad. I'm the oldest sibling of 4. Like, family is very, very important, right? Pillar number 3 for me is online business mentor, right? I think that just comes with the territory. I don't need to go into it and elaborate about that. Pillar number 4 for me is humor. How many of you guys have laughed at least once? If you're watching on Facebook, hit the laughing emoji down in the bottom right-hand corner if you've laughed at least once, right? I like to have fun. I like to have fun in a kind, genuine, authentic fashion, right? Okay. And my 5th pillar, this is where I want to touch on just a little bit more to help you guys better understand. My 5th pillar is active lifestyle. But here's what I want you to understand. So I've got my 5 pillars, right? But my 5th pillar is active lifestyle. And underneath active lifestyle, I've got a couple of sub pillars, and I can create content around all these things. Here's a few examples. So under active lifestyle, I mentioned earlier that I'm a former professional baseball player, right? That goes underneath there. I'm a gym junkie. Just ask Byron, in the gym every day, and even in masterminds, even on vacation, right? I'm a gym junkie, right? Okay. It's very, very simple. I love, the outdoors and riding bikes with my kids and going on walks and doing all that kind of cool stuff, right? Okay. 4th is, yes, I used to play baseball, but now I love to golf. I enjoy golfing. That's a big part of what I do. I love to golf. So you see, all these different things can fall underneath the active lifestyle pillar. Is this helpful? Say yes or yes in the comment section if that was helpful. So your immediate homework assignment right after this broadcast is to do this 5-pillar exercise. Okay? Helpful? Good to go? That was step number 1, right? Step number 1, create the 5 pillars of your brand. Let's move to the next step. Make sense? We on the same page? We good? Everybody good? I'm checking in on the comments here. You guys are blowing up the comments. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think, Byron, you're over there on the comments as well. Love it. Very cool. Awesome. Let's move to step number 2, the second step to build your personal brand online. Now, here's what I feel, coupled with your 5 pillars. This second step is literally going to help you stand out from everybody else. Step 2 is what I call your mission statement, or you can call it your impact statement. Okay. So here's a question. You don't have to answer me right now, but I would encourage you to write this on your notes if you're taking notes. And I want you to circle back around to this question when we're done and actually answer it, right? Because this is so powerful. You're not just part of an incredible company. You don't just have phenomenal products. You're not just part of a super awesome team. There's more to it than that. And I want you to start seeing the bigger possibilities of what you can do if you leverage social media and in this whole online world in a better way. You see, I'm a huge believer. My whole word is impact, right? impact. I'm a strong believer that, let's say that you're like, well, you want to make more money. And I'm like, cool. If you want to make more money, you need to focus on how you can positively impact other people first. If you can positively inspire, educate, empower, serve people first, I promise you the money will follow. Too many folks are just focused on making money and not actually impacting other people's lives, whether it's through your products, through your business opportunity, through just a kind hello message, whether it's just being there in their corner for love and support, giving them a hug, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? So powerful. So mission statement. The question is, what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? You got to start asking yourself, who can I serve? Who can I help? I want you to think about your existing customer base right now. I'm going to give you an example, right, to really help you guys out with this. I want you to think about your existing customers, maybe even your existing team, your existing RAIN partners in your organization, right? I want you to think about that type of person. Now, I know there's lots of different types of people in your organization and maybe different types of people in your customer base. That's fine. But if you had to take a step back and look at all of your customers, all 5 of them, all 2,500, 500,000 customers, whatever it is you have, okay? You would probably start to get a sense of what type of person that you are attracting to you that's becoming a customer. Does that make sense? Are they male? Are they female? What are their ages? What interests or hobbies do those types of people have? What attracted them to you? You'll start to get a clear picture as to who you're really serving, who you're really helping, where you're making the biggest impact. Does that make sense? What do I want to be known for, right? Who can I serve? What problem can I solve? Who am I currently serving? The majority of you will probably start to think about this. I'll just give you a few examples. Like some of you are sitting there probably looking at your customers, your existing customers, and you're like, oh my gosh, now that you say that, coach, I'm like, yeah, the majority of my customers are females and their ages, 35 to 55. Some of them are retired. A lot of them are maybe moms or grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll just start to think of this stuff and you're just like, oh my gosh. You're niching down, better understanding who you're having the most impact with. That doesn't mean you can't help other people. That's not what I'm saying. But at least you have a better idea of who you're currently attracting. Does this make sense? Say yes or yes in the comment section. This is so powerful, right? Okay. So each of you at the end of this broadcast, you're going to create your own I help statement. I'm going to give you the outline, the formula right now. Okay. I help. Okay. So the I help statement is, it could be in quotations, I help, or I teach, or I serve, and then you insert who that is, okay, comma, benefit, you insert the benefit, what do you help them with, and then maybe another comma, and this last part is optional, without, and then struggle, okay? Some of you are kind of like, whoa, coach, you just lost me. You just lost me, right? Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a couple of ideas here, right? Okay, you guys ready? So here's a couple of ideas. I help moms declutter their life, house, and business without sacrificing time with their loved ones. Ooh, that was powerful, wasn't it? Okay. I show entrepreneurs how to live on purpose and profit through impact. I teach aspiring workout junkies how to eat, work out, and minimize stress to help reach their optimal level of health, even if they don't know where to start. One more. I help moms find a healthy balance to business, marriage, and kids without sacrificing results or precious moments with their family. So I just gave you a bunch of examples. Is that cool? So part of your homework assignment is the 5 pillars of your brand, but then you're going to create your own mission statement. I know we're moving quick. I want to be sure we leave enough time for Q&A. We're going to move to step 3 of building your personal brand online in 2020 and beyond, right? So step one, 5 pillars of your brand. Step two, create your own mission statement. And here's another quick bonus nugget. After you create your mission statement, I think this is a perfect place for you to put in the bio of your social profiles, your Facebook bio, your Instagram bio, or whatever. Put your I help statement. Very powerful. Last but not least, step number 3. Okay, you've now got your 5 pillars. You've now got your mission statement. Number 3, you now need a content impact plan. Okay, what are you going to create content around? Everything within your 5 pillars. Okay, my question for you is, will you lead with the product or lead with the business? You don't have to choose one or the other. You can do a little bit of each. I'll tell you what I prefer, just from my experience, because I failed to mention that my first 4 years in network marketing that I made $0 in profit, right? Okay, I signed up a total of 50 people over 4 years. Fast forward when we joined that second company and we were the number 4 earners in that company, we built it 100% online. In 3 years, after I learned all this online stuff and how to brand myself, we signed up 700 customers in 3 years. And of those 700 customers, we upgraded 100 of them to business builders. Of those 100 business builders, only 30 did something. For those of you who are counting, that means 70 didn't do anything. Right? Okay. Of those 30, 7 hit the first pinnacle rank in the comp plan. And of those 7, 3 went on to become superstars. That was our entire organization. So when it comes to creating content, why did I share that with you? Because I strongly feel that the simplest way to grow your business online, right, is customer acquisition, getting them in the front door as a customer. Have them use your incredible products, develop a story, a testimonial, social proof, which is going to build their belief to now sharing it with others and upgrade them into a business builder from that point. They're 10 times more likely to stay for the long run, right? If they've got a personal story or testimonial of the product and now they're just out sharing it. So good. So good. Love it, Bridget. Fantastic. I'm giving you a fist bump. So will you lead with product or business? When it comes to social strategies, I suggest creating curiosity. Don't give away the company name or the product names online. I'm not a big fan of that. Save that for Messenger. Save that for a private phone call, video chat, in-person meeting, whatever. Social should be used to create curiosity. Get someone to raise their hand and then take them off of social media. Make sense? Okay. Must be generic. I'm a huge believer in creating generic stuff. If you go do a video all about rain on your profile right now, typically, transparently speaking, only rain partners will probably show up and watch it. But that's not who you're targeting. You're trying to help people who are not yet using your incredible products, not yet aware of your business opportunity. If it's generic, you don't mention company name, products, and all that stuff, more people outside of rain, right, which is who you're targeting, will show up. We'll watch your videos. We'll like, we'll comment, we'll share, we'll reach out and see what it is you're a part of. Generic is key. Here's what I want to finish with. You have a story. And unfortunately, right now, I feel nobody knows about it. I think for the leaders who are on here, I'm sitting here telling you, if you're a leader inside of Rain right now, like I'm sitting here telling you transparently, like you have so much wisdom, knowledge, and experience, but you're hoarding it right now. Oh, it's just for my team. No. I want you to continue impacting, serving, helping your team, but how are you gonna make it even bigger impact with people who are not on your team? It's going to be to get outside your comfort zone and understand that there's a whole lot of people out there who need your help, who haven't heard of Rain yet, who have never even, they're out there praying for an opportunity for a product to fall in their lap to help them with something. They're praying for an opportunity, someone like you. Every piece of content you create is a direct reflection of your brand, what you stand for, and most importantly, who you want to ultimately attract. I'd love to open the floor for Q&A real quick. I don't know, Byron, if you want to come back on or if you want me to just jump right into Q&A for the next 5-10 minutes or so. I want to be mindful of everybody's time. I hope you guys got a ton of value from here. Let's dig into Q&A, buddy. Pass the baton back to you.
No, well, that's amazing. Thanks so much for sharing some of that experience and your wisdom. I know we've gotten a lot of great feedback, even from the comments. And I know, doing some of these things and learning from you myself, there's things that I can be doing better to make sure that once again, people are understanding and they know, like, and trust who they're going to team up with. You've got to build those relationships. And one of the things that I think is amazing about social media is usually, even in what we do, we have, we have what we call, drip lists or whatever, where we always are following up with people that maybe say no or are not interested in our opportunity. But with social media, we have the chance to drip on people every single day. So those people that might not say, which is better than we've ever been able to do in this industry in the past. In the past, I've always tried to follow up with people if we've got a new product or a new thing that we're expanding to. But, being able to have those people know who you are and feel like they know you. And I'm sure you've had that happen because of social media, where people meet you and they feel like they already know you. And it's because they do know you, because you are you and you're genuine, on social. And I think that's so important, because I think we have so many people wonder, well, what should I, if I'm supposed to post, what should I post? And I love how you're talking about those 5 pillars. People really shouldn't have to wonder what to post.
You're 100% right, Byron. And unfortunately, whether someone is well-versed on social or not, whether you're someone who, like, social media and making posts comes second nature, or you're someone on the opposite end, like, I have no idea what to post, right? Okay. Knowing that you have these 5 pillars in your back pocket, and you can literally go to the drawing board and just literally say, like, what did I post yesterday? Oh, I posted about pillar number 3, right? Today, I'm going to pick something about pillar number 4, done. And you create a post. Like, you don't have to sit there for an hour and try to figure out what to post, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And the more you get in the habit of doing this, the more consistent and congruent your content will be. Okay. And the importance of being congruent in your content and them falling underneath these 5 pillars is you guys have probably heard this phrase, is it's all about know, like, and trust, right? And the more your folks, your friends, your followers online feel like they know you, the more trust you're developing with them. And here's one more nugget. The more trust you have with your audience, the more opportunities you're going to have to share your product and business with. That's the honest to goodness. That's what it is.
Well, and I remember you saying something in the past when you were training us at Pirates Cove that really resonated with me too. And that is, the beautiful thing about social media is you can look back and you can see what people like. You can see what types of posts people are resonating with. You can see what type of comments your tribe is liking. So you get that feedback, and you can hone in and double down on your strengths and what's resonating with people.
100%, man. 100%. I'm starting to see a couple of questions here. Shall we dive into them? What do you think?
Let's do it. Let's dive into them.
So if you guys are tuning in on the replay, here's what I would encourage you guys to do. If you missed this by chance, catching it at a later time, drop your questions below. I'd love to circle back around. Just make sure you tag me in the comment, okay? I'd love to circle back around and help facilitate and answer as many questions as I can. But for those of you who are on live, if you have a question, drop it right now. Let's get these answered. So Tracy Thomas just asked the first question. Great question, by the way, Tracy. She says, Coach, what do you think about posting your team achievements on your personal profile, or should we keep those to our team groups? Okay, Tracy, first of all, thank you so much for this question. This is a really, really powerful question. I've got my own perspective on this. How do I say it like this? So Tracy, here's my first thought, okay? I don't encourage posting team achievements on your personal profile the way most network marketers make posts on their personal profile, right? Because here's the transparent truth about this is all of their friends, they have no idea. Typically, like you say, oh, congratulations, Byron, on hitting triple, quadruple diamond rank. You just got a $30 million bonus. You're so amazing and awesome. Way to go. Congrats, right? Like that's a typical example, right? Of promotional post congratulating a teammate. Now, while I'm all for recognition, okay, 100% hands down, you got to recognize folks. It's the biggest part of what we do. I'm not a fan of those types of things because their audience has no idea what a triple quadruple diamond is. They could care less that Byron just got a $3 jillion bonus. You know what this actually does a lot of times online? This starts to not only turn off a lot of their friends and their followers, but it actually makes them start to almost despise that person. Like, oh, they hit XYZ diamond rank, good for them. They got $3 gajillion, well, good for them. I'm having difficult times right now, and whatever, they're over there super lucky or what. You know what I'm saying? It makes people start to think that way, and it's unfortunate, but that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? That's not inspiring them to reach out to Byron and see how he did it. Like, that's not inspiring them to do so. What would be inspiring? So with that being said, I suggest the majority, if it's talking about a rank advancement or something like that, that should be in a team group, yes. Okay. If you did want to post something publicly, here's a little bonus tip. Okay. Pick their best picture you can find on their profile. Pick their like the professional Photoshop, photo that they have on there. Pick the professional photo. Second, start with, your excitement. Okay, and congratulating them for their recent accomplishment. And the third step is talk about their story. What were some of their struggles? Some of the things they've overcome over the last 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 months. Some of the challenges. Where were they just a year ago? Where were they 2 years ago? You see, when their friends on Facebook, for example, start to read this, they're going to be able to relate to it. And if someone can relate to it and see how far they've come, that now is inspiring. That now will lead to them potentially messaging them to see what they're up to. Last part of a post like that is say something along the lines of, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about, what they're up to, feel free to shoot them a message. So you're doing them a favor. You're doing them a favor. Make sense? Great question, by the way. Byron, what'd you think about that one, dude? Is that pretty good?
Yeah, that's a great one. No, that's powerful. Once again, it's just creating more curiosity. And I think it's important for people to see and know that if they're teaming up with you, that it's not just what you're doing, but you're helping people. So people came to you and you were able to help them in recognizing that way, helping people reach potential, and you're promoting that. So I love how you're doing. Don't just promote the rank. Don't just promote this picture that people don't even know anything about, but we know how powerful the stories are. And not only that, it creates curiosity. So what is this all about? How did you help them? It adds validation to you as an individual too, that you're teaming up and working with people that are seeing results and having success. So I love it.
100%. For me, it's kind of like two birds, one stone. Like, it's you understanding how powerful recognition is and you recognizing your teammate, right? But second, you're double dipping because you're not only recognizing them, but now you're actually helping them to create a little curiosity for their audience to potentially bring in some new leads for them. So I'm just like, this is a win-win. Mm-hmm. So powerful.
Oh, really powerful. Let's see if there are any questions down here too. I'm scroll back. Did you see anything?
Yep, I got the next one. Bridget O'Michaels. Bridget, thank you so much for participating. I saw lots of your comments here today. She says, I have a Facebook group where I share healthy living style and simple exercises, and I'm building the know, like, and trust factor. What is the best way to introduce them to Rain supplements and the business opportunity? So Bridget, here's my transparent thoughts on this. I would not necessarily talk about opportunity in business if it's a healthy living type of group. I would save that for personal conversation. So that's my first tip. My second tip is, I do have a few questions about this, but for the sake of time, I want to just maybe give you some straight shooter answers. But a few questions I would have is, how long has this group been open? How many members are in the group? What's your typical, posting strategy daily and weekly? So I want to kind of know a few of those things. But if I could just give you a generalized answer, the best way to introduce them to Rain supplements, in my own opinion, would be to, number one, start with curiosity. Twice per month, maybe 3 times a month, create a curiosity post in the group, right? Okay. and just kind of see what kind of traction, who shows up, who raises their hand, who's interested in learning a little bit more. Don't give them the name of the company or the product name or anything like that. Just create a little curiosity, kind of feel it out first, right? This will also help you to understand how much trust you really have with this group so far, okay? As you grow your group, more trust will be built. And I feel there's not really a timeline, but typically what I see is once a group is established, 6 to 12 months, maybe somewhere in that ballpark, it's kind of like that threshold to where people trust you no matter what you do, no matter what you say to lift a finger, they're saying how high. Like you can start to incorporate actual posts about Rain products, for example. Right? But I would always incorporate maybe a story, a testimonial, some social proof from you, a current customer, something like that. Not just like, hey, this product's on sale, go check it out. That's not going to work. It's never going to work, right? But if you told a story about, how your good buddy Byron, started using, this and this, and has seen some stuff, and it happens to be on sale now, something like that. Create a little curiosity, but you can incorporate the name for sure. Okay. Hopefully that's helpful, Bridget. Great question. You see anything else? How are we doing on time? I want to make sure you guys are okay too.
Awesome. Yeah, let's maybe take one more. Let's take one more question, and then we'll wrap it up. But this is awesome. Thanks, Coach Pryor. So we got here. Some people are asking, if they feel like they've been doing it wrong, and they feel like, have they messed everything up? Well, where do we go from here? If now that I'm, having some of these eye-opening concepts and thoughts that are being taught, how do we go back and implement some of this stuff? What should people do?
This is such a great question, by the way. Such a great question. I don't know who asked that, but whoever did, thank you guys. Maybe there's several of you who asked this question. First of all, don't kick yourself. Don't sit there and say, oh my gosh, I've ruined it. I've already told everybody my company name. I've already messed it. No. Please, please, please. Don't think that way, okay? What I want you to think about is today, the day of this training, the day you heard, you have the opportunity to make a decision to do a little bit better. That's all. Don't go deleting all your posts on Facebook now and go back 4 years from now and deleting pictures. Don't even waste your time. Nobody else is going back to look at all those pictures. Why should you waste your time to go back and delete them, right? Focus from today forward. Take one small step at a time, right? As you begin to do better and be better and show up differently, your audience is going to take notice of this. A level of respect is, with you and in terms of your relationships with your friends and followers is going to only go up. So don't kick yourself. That's what I would say. Just make a decision today, okay, that you're gonna do your very best to start doing better. That's all. That's all you can do, right? Hopefully that's helpful. No, Byron is frozen. There he is.
I was frozen for a second. Sorry, man. But anyway, no, great answer. And once again, we're trying to find the new people. We're going after new people who don't even know who we are. And if we start doing and start branding ourselves properly, those are the types of people that we're going to attract. So I've learned a ton. Once again, I'm continually learning from you. I'm trying to get better myself constantly. And that's the thing I love about this space and about this industry is we can always try to, almost like a golf game, right? You go golf and there's always something you can do a little bit better. But, Coach Pryor, thanks so much for taking time out of your day. I know how busy you are. I know your demands. I know you've got a lot of things that you could be doing with your time. And I appreciate you taking some time today to spend with me and our Rain partners and our Rain family here. I know this is very, very beneficial and advantageous to learn and to implement. And so I just can't thank you enough for sharing your wisdom with everyone. So thank you.
Absolutely, my man. I appreciate the invitation. Grateful for our friendship and always here to help serve. If there's one last thing I can share with the Rain partners, it would be this, is do yourself a huge favor. In my own humble opinion, outside looking in, you guys are primed and positioned to do some incredible, incredible things. Push your chips all in right now. You've got the incredible products. You've got an amazing leadership in corporate staff. You've got some phenomenal leaders in the field. Like, roll up your shirt sleeves for the next 6 to 12 months. Push your chips all in and just go absolutely crazy. Your life can look completely different in 12, 24, 36 months if you will push your chips all in and just go for this thing. If I had to look back on our career, I wished I would have done this sooner. You guys are so blessed to be where you're at. Just go for it.
Well, thanks, my friend. Appreciate that. And once again, thanks for all that you're doing. I'm glad that we had a chance to meet and get to know each other and continue that relationship moving forward. I love meeting like-minded individuals that are trying to make a difference and just trying to help people. And that's exactly, you can see from today, you can hear it in his voice and you can feel it in his passion that that's what he really is all about. Coach Fryer is about helping people. So thanks so much. Give him some love in the comments. Tell him thank you in the comments for spending some time, and just wish you the best. Thanks for not only spending time, but spending your passion and your desire, not just with us, but with so many people out there making a difference in the world. So thanks, Coach Fryer, for being here today. And Rain Partners, let's take this, let's implement it. It's always those little teeny things, small, simple things that we do. It's never those big, huge things. It's the small things that we do and tweak in our lives that compound over time to make the biggest difference. So let's take what we got out of this. If you do have some aha moments or things that light bulbs went on, share those in the comments as well for people to see that. But once again, Coach Fryer, you're amazing. Thanks for taking some time today. Wish you all the success. Rain Partners, it's time. Let's go out and make it rain, everybody. Take care. We'll see you.
Thanks, guys. Take care.